So this is a Forest River Ibex 19QTH. It's an actual half-ton towable toy hauler, and I've got a full-size dirt bike and a full-size ATV. And in this video, I want to show you how I can fit all these things inside. So this little garage space can fit a small side-by-side, or as I will show you, my ATV, full-size dirt bike, and a generator. I'm going to show you all my little tie-down solutions that I've made and just give you an idea of what you can actually fit in here. And here it is full. I'm going to walk you right in. I've got the ATV loaded in front, followed by the dirt bike and the generator. It is a pretty tight fit. Side to side, it's no issue, but the ATV is pretty far forward. I'll try and climb in there and give you a better view. But then the dirt bike is tucked in kind of diagonally, kind of sideways, right behind it. I did have to take out the side bench seat, which came with this unit. You can see the previous mounting holes right there. It's identical to this little side seat, which folds down as a bed, except it's too small to be a bed. So I had to take that out in order to fit the dirt bike in. Obviously, enough room for a generator back here and plenty of other space in these little nooks and crannies to fit additional camping gear like bottles of water or any other larger items. Now I'll try to hop over my dirt bike and give you a little bit of a better view. Oh, and mind you, the stairs are also in their stowed position. Better view of the rest of the interior here. So yeah, here she is. Pretty tight, like I said. A full-size ATV takes up quite a bit of room. You can fit side-by-sides, but here's everything fully loaded. Not too bad. So it's kind of tough to find actual dimensions of the inside of these garages on a lot of these Forest River products, but I just measured it, and the actual usable space between the wheel wells and lengthwise is about 5.5 feet wide by approximately 9.5, 10 feet at the absolute maximum long. So just under 10 feet long, 5.5 feet wide. So I'm just going to show you this floor as is. We got dirt, we got tie downs and everything going on, but you know, that's what brooms are for. That's a beautiful thing about these toy haulers. So these things come with several tie down rings, D-rings, already pre-installed. And here you can see the 3 in the back, although they are pretty far away from the back edge of this unit. You got a few more in the middle here, and then a couple more up front, but they're not pushed all the way forward. And mine came oriented the wrong way, a lot of these D-rings. That just doesn't make a lot of sense. So just something to keep in mind if you're gonna be using the pre-installed D-rings. I then installed some of this E-track system using 1-inch lag bolts. So I put some in the rear a little bit farther back than the pre-installed D-rings. And then I put some in the front too, not quite as far as the D-rings. And I use the 1-inch lag bolts, like I said. No worries about anything underneath. I peeked underneath the skirt of this thing, and it's just a little bit of electric wiring. That's it. There's no tanks or anything that you got to worry about piercing. So the beautiful thing about this E-track system is it gives you a lot of options for tying down different types of equipment. First and foremost are these relocatable little rings that slot right into the E-track system. You can move them anywhere. You can tie them down. You can tie down all sorts of different things. I use that for my ATV. I use that for the generator and things. But the other cool thing is I just got these off Amazon. These are some dirt bike chocks. Very similar setup. They got a little release down here. Dirt bike chocks, you can fit, you know, a couple you can fit probably between the rear end of this thing and the front end. I'm guessing you could fit minimum 3, possibly even 4 full-size dirt bikes if you pack them in real tight using these chocks. And you've got all sorts of different options to tie it down. So the E-track, for me, I've just become a huge fan of this system because of its versatility. So given that I had kind of a unique little Tetris configuration thing to get both my full-size ATV and dirt bike in this thing at once, again, I had to remove the side seat in order to fit the dirt bike in horizontally. I chose to go with this lock and load system by Risk Racing. So I just, similar to the E-track, I used little lag bolts to just drill it into the floor. I've got like 10 of them in here, and it's extremely secure. Some people put these in their truck beds and on trailer decks, or obviously inside of a toy hauler. And the really cool thing about these is it just holds the motorcycle down by the foot pegs. You slide these in. Once you get your dirt bike in place and the pegs are over top of this baseboard, you slide both of these in on each side. You screw them down to secure them. Then you have your release and lock mechanism back here. So you put it in the lock position, you hop up on your dirt bike, and you just stand on top of these. Press them down, compress the dirt bike nice and low, and it doesn't go anywhere until you flip the lever and you release the system just like that. It's really easy to use and it is extremely secure. It does compress both your front and rear suspension quite a bit, but when it comes to safe transport, this bike's sitting sideways. I'm taking this trailer over 240 miles of like mountain roads, gravel roads as well. I've never had my dirt bike budge a millimeter when using this system where it locks down. So I am really happy with this. This lock and load system is worth the money in my opinion. So one of the last tie down solutions I want to talk about are these Rhino USA ratcheting straps. They've got this like this little auto feature, and so you can take some of this material out, tie down whatever you need to tie down. You can press this little button to pick up the slack, and then you can, just like a regular ratcheting strap, secure your cargo. And you've got no loose ends hanging anywhere. So Rhino USA is engineered and made in the US. They come in many different colors. These are the 1-inch wide, 10-foot long straps. You can get them in wider straps, longer straps, and with different load ratings and things. I'm just a big fan of these. They're really expensive. That's their biggest downfall. Like, you can go to Home Depot and get a way cheaper set of ratcheting straps. So if you're just looking for something that's nice, neat, and easy to take care of, you know, these are a good option. I really like them. And they worked really well for me so far. So I highly recommend them, but yeah, they're not cheap. Something to think about. So in conclusion here, if you are looking for a smaller toy hauler, one that can handle an ATV dirt bike, a few dirt bikes, or perhaps a small side-by-side, I really recommend the Forest River Ibex 19QTH. You can fit a decent amount of stuff in here. If you got any questions about this unit, please ask away, or if you got any tips, tricks to help make this a better storage setup, I'm also interested. Let me know. Thanks for watching.